YouTube, what is up? Lemon here. Welcome back to another Master Duels video. So I'm sure most of you guys know by now, the Exeed Festival, so the Exeed tournament is finally going to take place. Like we have known about these Exeed tournaments, Synchro tournaments, Fusion tournaments for a while, but we do not know when they will be coming. And it seems like we're getting it from the February 17th to February 24th, so ranging 7 days. And we will have medals for rewards. I'm very excited to see how that works. Exeed Festival. So what are the details for it? Extra decks, only Exeed monsters can be used. Limit, regulation, during events, rooms, claiming medals. Yeah, but so like the most important information that we need from here is the extra decks, only Exeed monsters can be used. So today I want to be showcasing my deck list that I will be taking into the Exeed tournament on February 17th, which is in 6 days time. That's right, the GOAT of the format, the strongest Exeed deck available, Zoodiacs. So Zoodiac is a control deck that has some blowout plays that just aims to, the perfect way to describe Zoodiacs is War of Attrition. You want to trade cards with your opponent that whittles their resources down slowly, and while you can just recover all those resources turn after turn after turn after turn. And our deck core is very small, as you can see, as you can probably see here. 1 and 9. There's 10 Zoodiac cards in our main deck, and the rest is just filled with staples. Okay, and some Surgeons. So this deck is incredible. This deck size is incredibly small. We can fit in a lot of staples. So this is going to be a best of one. You want to cram in as much options available as you possibly can. So looking at our deck list, we have 3 Maxi. That's a staple. Absolutely must need it. If you're not playing 3 Maxi, you're not playing the game. 3 Ash Blossoms. Ash Blossoms is actually more important now in Master Duels because Ash is used to counter Maxi. It's like a more called by the Graves for Maxi specifically. Skullmeister, this is another hand trap. It says if an effect is activated in the graveyard, you negate it. So there are a lot of graveyard reliant decks that is going to be running around. We have no idea what we're going to be facing in the Exeed tournament. Well, if we look at it, what's strong in the Exeed tournament? It's going to be Zoodiac. It's going to be Zoodiac has cards that activates in the graveyard. Shark Control. The big Kraken monster activates in the graveyard. So Skullmeister is absolutely required in a format of Exeed onlys. If we just need to look at what to prepare. I will make a list tomorrow of what to prepare for the Exeed tournament. So now onto our Zoodiac cards. Zoodiac Bunny Blast. This card, if it's destroyed by battle card effect, target a Zoodiac in graveyard and add it to our hand. This is a recurring machine. We have cards like Monster Reborn. Reborn this, gets destroyed, add another card back to hand. So this is our first sort of recycling that we can do. And okay, so Zoodiac has an effect. If there are a material, the Exeed monster also gains that effect. During the player's turn, if they activate a spell card and target our Exeed card, we can attach a material and negate. This will come up as sometimes it will come up if we're just sitting on a Dryden pass. It will come up, but not the most. We mostly use it for the recycling ability that we see in the first effect. Now the next Zoodiac card in our deck is Whiptail. Whiptail is a combo extender. This card is quick effect. You can attach him to one of your Zoodiac Exeed monsters as a material. So how Zoodiacs work is if they gain attack of the materials underneath them. So this is a quick effect way to boost our Exeed monster by 1,200 attack. If we're short of attack or if we need a material to detach, Whiptail will come in handy. Thoroughblade. Thoroughblade is your normal summon. Thoroughblade is the normal summon of our deck. As if it's normal summon, special, discard a Zoodiac card and draw a card. So it allows us to thin out our deck to draw a card, get a card in the graveyard. The material, it says that's piercing. It comes up seldomly, but this is our normal summon for the deck for us to continue to recycle our resources. We want to draw out our deck as soon as possible. Zoodiac Ram. This card is if destroyed by battle card effect, you monster reborn a Zoodiac in your graveyard. It will come up a lot as it is a key combo piece to one of our plays that I will be showcasing, and this is a trap card negation. Monster Reborn, very good for reborning cards. We because our deck is so small, we don't have an archetype. We have an archetype Monster Reborn, but it's so conditional. So Monster Reborn to continue our plays is very important. Zoodiacs has a special mechanic when it comes to them and Xyz summoning. Pot of Avarice, shuffle back 5 materials, draw 2. It's a draw 2. It allows you to continue up your resource plays. Very good card. Pot of Desires, our starter, because our deck, as you can see, our deck, we have 3 of everything. There's no combo piece. We can banish any card as long as it's not all 3 of a certain Zoodiac card, and we'll be fine. Lightning Storm, this is from my 750 gem pack. I'm just chucking it here. Absolute wonderful card. We'll up it if I can. Double Tactics Talents. This card is an overall good card, as if you're going first, you can continue your plays, you get hand trapped. Going second, you can steal your opponent's card, combo it off, or draw 2 more cards. Tenki is a searcher. This card searches for any Zoodiac card in our deck. Very good card. Cosmic Cyclone, this is back row removal. We always want back row removal because we always want back row removal in our main deck because this is, after all, a best of 1. So you want to cram as much possible answers as possible. Double Call by the Grave, this is against hand traps and against Command C. Very self-explanatory. Infinite Impermanence, this card is used to just negate your opponent's card. This card cannot be called by the grave, and if it's set first, you can just blanket a spell and trap zone. An absolute must-have for any combo / control deck. Any deck needs an infinite permanence. Solemn Judgments, because life points is just a resource until it goes to 0, and we can Solemn Judgment, we save it for the play that gets us the most advantage. We want to absolutely let our opponent back. Say if our opponent links 3. Okay, we're not going to link 3. He's going to use 3 materials to Xyz summon 1 monster. Solemn Judgment, that is 1 of our cards for 3 of our opponent's cards. We want to grind out and get advantage any part of the way available against our opponent in a tournament like this. Alright, now moving on into the Xyz parts. Well, this is an Xyz tournament, so only Xyz cards in our extra deck. Utopic Future, we know. Utopic Draco, we just need 2 Xyz monsters with the same rank. So how do we do that? There is a specific combo that I'll showcase later that allows us to get 2 Xyz monsters with the same rank on the field. Intent, totally these 2 cards. Yeah, Utopic Draco is a Omni Negate, and if it's a monster on the field, we steal that monster. Very, 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 very useful. Zoodiac Tiger Mortar, this part is... Okay, so, I haven't explained the uniqueness of Zoodiac first. Zoodiac Xyz monsters can be summoned once per turn just by slapping it on top of a Zoodiac card. You see, Tiger Mortar needs 3 level 4 monsters. You don't need that. You just slap it on a Zoodiac monster, and that's an Xyz summon. So Tiger Mortar is just gains attack, detach a material, and then target 1 Xyz monster and 1 Zoodiac in my graveyard, and then we just attach that material to another Zoodiac monster we control. So like we're just recycling resources from the graveyard. Zoodiac Trident, I'm sure everybody knows this card. This card is a once per turn detached to target a card on the field, destroy it. This is a control card, limited to 1. If we know 5 because Zoodiac is so strong. Zoodiac Warbow, this will be your bread and butter of the Zoodiac deck, of the modern Zoodiac deck. This card allows us to attack directly, and we all know what happens after we land a successful attack. We can always make a Divine Arsenal a Zeus. And then this Zeus is no ordinary Zeus. This Zeus can have 6 materials underneath him. Yes, you heard right. He can have 6 materials, and so you can just pop cards on the Dark Hole the field 3 times. Hammer Kong is just there for the name. Chucker 9 is a this card is You can detach a material from it, toggle the Zoodiac in the graveyard, and special summon it. This is our another monster reborn of the archetype, and this card is also important in putting off our Utopic Draco combo. I'll show you soon. And one of our tech cards is Droll Driver Vespinato. We can special summon him with a rank 4 Xyz card, and if he attacks, he does piercing. So if it's in the graveyard, destroyed. If it's destroyed by our opponent's card, we can special summon one level 5 or lower from our graveyard, which is always going to be one of our Zoodiac normal monsters, and we just slap materials on it again the next turn. Well, without further ado, let me go show you the 2 combos that I want to show off in our tutorials. Let's go. So we're playing against the AI bot. I would like to showcase the first big combo. This is the blowout. Oh, we can't do it now. This is the blowout loose plays we can do. Alright, so with this we need to be going second. So we'll just let our opponent do his thing. Obviously, okay, so say if we're going first in this scenario, we can just normal summon Whiptail, use Whiptail, and make a Trident. And we just sit on the Trident. So we have a Judgment in the background. Look at that summoning animation. We have a Judgment in the background, a Call by the Grave, a Cosmic Cyclone, and a Skullmeister, and a Pop for our opponent's turn. So we always have to look at what we banished. 1/1/1. Nothing too bad. So obviously our opponent is not going to have any scary cards available. Obviously our opponent's a bot, it's not going to have anything scary. But let's say he has a scary monster that we cannot get over. I have absolutely no idea what to do with it. Okay, so now we have to go into Divine Arsenal AA Zeus mode. We have to use, remember, Zoodiacs can Xyz summon with any name, any Zoodiac name on the field. So now, Borbo is your card that you summon when you want to make the Super Omega AA Zeus combo. So Borbo allows us to attack our opponent directly. And after attacking, now we can make Zeus. But instead of just slapping a Zeus straight on, you want to summon you want to have 6 materials underneath your Zoodiac card. So right now we have 4 materials, and we just slap a Hammer Kong. That's 5 materials. And then now we're going to slap a Jackanine on it. That's 6 materials. So now if we link 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including Jackanine 6. So now when we slap our Zeus on it, always in defense position. Now when I slap our Zeus on it, he's going to be having 6 material. That means I can use this effect 3 times. One thing to note about AA Zeus, his effect is not once per chain. So if your opponent does something after you use Zeus, you're going to use it again. If you use Zeus, your opponent infinite permanences, you chain Zeus again. Everything still gets wiped. No mercy like this. We detach 2. Now say for our opponent plays infinite impermanence, we just activate effect again. And we chain. And then if he plays Effect Veiler, then we chain it for the 3rd time. Boom boom. See? Everything gets wiped. And if they do not have these kind of cards, you just wipe his board every time. Every time you try to set up, you wipe it, he sets up again, you wipe it, he sets up again, you wipe it. This is how we make AA Zeus. Now that is the first main combo. Now the second one is a bit tricky. I hope I can pull off the right opening hands. Let's go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second combo of a Zoodiac deck. Like as you can see, Zoodiac does not really have much intensive combos. It is more just like a control deck that just does things every single turn. Pop, 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 search, search, attack, attack, pop, pop, grind, grind, then remove, remove. That's kind of deck Zoodiac is. But there is still one combo that requires some specific cards that are tricky. So what you want is a Thoroughblade in your hand. You want a Thoroughblade in your hand, and you also want a Zoodiac Ram Ram in your hand. And how do we get Ram Ram? If we don't have one in our hand, we can always activate Fire Formation Tenki. So to add a Beast Warrior card from our deck to our hand. And we're going to be adding Ram Ram. So now we have Thoroughblade and Ram Ram both in our hand. So now we have full combo to make Utopic Future, Drago. So we firstly will have to normal summon Thoroughblade. Use Thoroughblade's ability to toss a Zoodiac card into the graveyard, draw a card. So not only that, we get to we draw another Ram Ram. Okay, that is fine. Okay, so now we have to overlay into Chaka 9. Chaka 9 allows us to Monster Reborn a card from our graveyard. And now we're going to activate Chaka 9's effect, discard our material to reborn Ram Ram specifically. Very important. Reborning. And then now we have to overlay our Chaka 9 into Trident. Overlay into Trident. So we all know Trident has a once per turn pop ability. We are going to be activating it, but not on our opponent's card, on our own Ram Ram. Because Ram Ram says if he gets destroyed by battle card effects, we can also Monster Reborn a card. And guess what we have in our graveyard? A rank 4 Xyz monster. We're going to be summoning him, and look what we have here. We have 2 Xyz monsters with the same rank, that is not number monsters. And so, bon voyage! Utopic Drago Future. Utopic Drago. Oh, it's evolving into Drago Future! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make Utopic Drago Future with just with a Thoroughblade and a Ram Ram in your hand. So you see, we've got 6 cards. We ended up with 7 on the field. And we look at all these materials we still have. We have a Judgment, Lightning Storm, Cyclone, we have a Negate, and we have a Whiptail and Ram Ram for next turn plays. That's the combo. And that's how we win our games. Now, let's go back to the post building section. Alright, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to the ending notes for this this profile. Like as you can see, there is not much combos available for this deck because guess what? It is not a combo deck. This is a control deck with 2 combos at our possession, at our access. So we just need to all we need to do is just stop our opponent's plays and then just advance our own board state. This is how Zoodiac grinds. This is how Zoodiac wins. This is why Zoodiac is so strong. It's a cockroach deck. Well, this is the deck list. Take a last good look at it. It is not the most expensive. If you have a deck already, you would already have your max. So let's look at the rarities. If you already have a deck, you most likely will have Maxies, will have Ash Blossoms. You get 1 Solemn Judgment from the freebie, and you should be having your Infinite Permanence and Pull by the Graves. Like, there is no ultra rare deck archetype specific cards here, except for Trident. Well, Arsenal Zeus is a staple, I guess. Utopic Draco Future, this I will say is a card you must get, and Triple Tactic Talent. So there is a lot more ultra rare staples than actual cards. So this can be a very cheap way to just get it for the tournament. And then you don't need to disenchant afterwards because it's just mainly super rares. But if you're really interested in this deck, give it a try in the tournament. I will try and get some more. Tomorrow I would want to make a list of what to expect for this tournament and how we can counter them. So time to go get researching. But once again, thanks for watching this video. Leave a comment, like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Peace.